My beautiful stars, reading time. I'm seeing my Ten of Swords. So, right, collective, you could be going through some form of betrayal, maybe a breakup, feeling a bit chaotic. Ten of Swords, sometimes you can really feel like you're hitting rock bottom, but the beauty with Ten of Swords is you're preparing for a new day. So let's get into it. I want to get these first. Let's see where this is coming from. Maybe actually let's do tarot first, because I am seeing Ten of Swords. All right, what's going on with the main collective? Where's this betrayal coming from? Oh, now Nine of Swords. Wow, so you really are. Nine of Swords can be hard. We can lose sleep over this kind of energy, feeling quite anxious, quite overwhelmed. Dark thoughts, fear, psychological trauma. You're clearly facing a little bit of lost hope right now, the right collective. Nine of Swords is hard because we just continuously reflect on past memories, and it can keep us bound to anxiety and frustration. But again, just like that Ten of Swords, once those swords raise, we start to see a clearer day. And when we reflect so much on past hurt, it's so easy for us to continuously stress about our future and what's going to come next. And I say it all the time, when we live in the past and stress about the future, we wish away our present, and the days that go by in this emotion kind of feel lost. Wow, okay. Clearly there's a lot of worry over. Where's this Nine of Swords coming from, please? Got Nine of Swords, Ten of Wands, really overwhelm this collective. You're hitting your breaking point. Five of Coins, rejection, turmoil, feeling alienated, harsh conditions, another card of breakup, loss, change. Five of Coins, we really feel left out in the cold emotionally. We feel unseen. We feel everything's falling apart. This could also be a bit to do with financial constraints as well. But the right collective, this is some heavy stuff. So feeling like you're on the brink of collapse. Again, I see that Ten of Wands as someone that has all of these burdens inside, but chooses to not share those burdens with anyone. It's like you're walking through life with these 10 wands in front of you, plus this emotional overwhelm you're feeling with this Five of Coins. Definitely sorrow in the right collective. You could be feeling right now there's no way out of your emotion, but back to the hitting rock bottom, there is nowhere to go but up. And again, it's riding the wave, and when we're in this kind of state, if anything, riding the wave can sound very frustrating. But if you were carrying all these burdens internally and not expressing them with anyone, and you've just got the weight of the world on your shoulders, it's like you just maybe feel people don't understand your emotion, or they give you the wrong advice, so you're choosing to just hold it within. But this isn't healthy for anyone. I feel the right collective, it's kind of like you're in isolation with your pain. Maybe you feel very misunderstood right now, and people just don't understand. It's that, oh, there's plenty of fish in the sea, or this and that and this and that. I think the right collective, you feel like you've got no one to turn to at the moment, which is really sad. So maybe you resonate with being a bit of a lone wolf, or if you do have people to turn to, again, it's like you just don't think they would understand, or do understand, or give you the right advice for what you're experiencing right now. Oh, where did that go? Where did that go? Oh, found it. Found it. Oh, God. Chariot in reverse. So lack of direction, feeling powerlessness. Look at these cards. Holy moly. You feel stuck. You feel stuck in your emotion. And again, it's like in this current moment as you're watching this, you just can't see there's a way out of what you're feeling. It's like you're losing your power. You feel you're losing your power to your emotion right now. It's clearly very hard for you to ride this wave. So you would be feeling anxious. Let it be the pacing, the lack of sleep. It's like you just can't stay focused on one thing for too long. I feel this is so much more than just heartbreak. Like this is some big stuff. Definitely don't feel like there's forward movement in your life right now. I'm surprised the Tower hasn't come out. You feel disconnected. Maybe there's some truths. Back to what I was feeling, a Ten of Swords. So I feel there is some kind of betrayal. Maybe you don't know there's betrayal. Maybe you're questioning it because withholding secrets, things are mysterious, things are still in the dark. So it would make sense with this Nine of Swords, you just trying to replay everything and try and find your own answers for things. But there's missing information here. So it's not like you have the answers on the table. It's reminding me of lack of closure for things. You feel kept in the dark. But again, isolation. This is suppressing your intuition. I feel this collective, you could have a really deep instinct and intuition, but your over processing mind, your analytical mind just plays havoc on you. What did that pair with? Yeah, Two of Wands, you're stressing about the future. So future planning, certain decisions. Again, I think the right collective, everything just feels on pause right now. I'm seeing that girl talk card. It's like you're trying to distract yourself, but whatever you do, it's like this emotion's just forefront. All right, let's confirm these. Nine of Swords. Yeah, so it could be tied to a divine masculine energy, whoever you view as your emperor. I want to get these quickly. You could have really been planning a future here. There could be some grievances as well with a father right now. Just side note. But you definitely feel you've lost your own power with this situation. Let's take connecting energy out of it. Emperor doesn't thrive in chaos. He needs stability. He's really about law and order and structure. And let's be real, the right collective, you feel anything but stable right now, emotionally, maybe even financially. Just your environment, it's not in balance. So, of course, you would be feeling extremely overwhelmed. Oh, wow. Okay. Hold on. This is odd. Maybe you've been going through this for a while. You've got butterfly clock ascending, but needs time, takes time, in time, cycles time to heal, progression, ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase. You've got two here about preparing for union, relationship evolving. So I was feeling, from what I felt coming in here, this was very recent. Maybe this has been a while and this emotion's just caught up to you again. It's kind of that lost hope. Wow, you could have been married to this person. You could have been speaking of marriage. You definitely viewed whoever the heart space is connected to. This was someone like life partner energy in your eyes. Soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. I always say they're probably the hardest breakups to get through. Let it be actual marriage or when you're planning this stuff and it all falls short and those offers that were once given are revoked, and revoked in a very cold way. This collective, you think, and don't make it fit, there's missing information here. You don't have answers. So if someone's promised you the world and then retracted on giving you the world without any answers and kind of just a disappearance, this emotion would ignite in anyone. So I hope you're not being too hard on yourself. But again, seeing these three, I don't think this is just recent. This is, I feel you've been coming in and out of this emotion for at least a few months. I keep hearing 6, 7 months, maybe even longer than that. or even maybe month of June, July. 6, 7, that could be important date. 6 of the 7th, 7th of the 6th, a memory, a birthday. Butterfly. I can't see, like this collective, I can't see this being what you feel. I feel this is more what's around you energetically. Like this does not have energy of hope. And this is about things are evolving and can't, like, I don't feel this collective, you're feeling that way right now. Butterfly. That's what healthier choices. I was seeing the girl talk, but you are trying to make healthier choices. Again, this makes me feel like this wave might come in and out, but you always find yourself back at this point, making healthier choices in love, in life, self-care, trying to be happier, self-appreciation. It's like you're trying so hard. And like I said, I think you ride the wave, but you quite quickly fall back into this kind of energy. This is borderline like depression energy. I'm not even gonna lie, like this is some heavy stuff here. Needs time, takes time. Heartbreak, and heartbreak does take time. And I talk about it all the time. People don't give themselves time to heal. It's like feeling heartbreak is something that we shouldn't do, or it's silly to be pining or longing after someone. That's ridiculous. That's rubbish. But through this clock, it just keeps surfacing. Deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, mourning. And the biggest thing and the biggest reason is this High Priestess in reverse. You don't have the answers. Literally, cards held, the hand of cards. Take a chance, risk, being strategic, not showing the hands. I think the right collective, it's truly the lack of answers. I feel the right collective, you felt this came out of nowhere. This could be this, hold on, I want one more of that, but maybe that's where you get hurt and sad, thinking that this person will come through and be, you know, take a chance and a risk. I think that's what drives you crazy. Maybe you've tried a couple times to get this back into alignment, but self-sabotage comes over, but you try and rebuild, but then it gets repetitive. You want to, it's like, it's so, for me to hear that there's lack of answers, but me also hear you've tried to get back on the same page. Even if you've tried to get back on the same page, I don't think there's ever been clear communication about what's happened to cause this energy. It could be hopes that you want to rebuild, but then you think, am I just leading from trauma? Is this me going into self-destruction mode? If someone could do this to me once, why would they not do it to me again? I think the right collective, you question your healing journey, you question your clock journey, and you're like, I know how this person has treated me, why do I still crave them? And maybe that's where you become very hard on yourself. Ascending. For you to have 5 of coins here, the right collective, you didn't just lose this person, you lost so much. Okay, so it's not you just losing a love. Let it be this interfered with your job and you ended up losing your job. Let it be you had to move. Let it be you lost some family and friends. Like I said, I feel this collective, you don't feel like you can talk to anyone about this. I don't just think it was your heartbreak that you had to go through. You had to watch your environment kind of crumble to a 5 of coins energy. That's not easy. Lost a fur baby, whatever it is. Children could have been involved. I just think it wasn't just this person. It was so much more. Sending. Yeah, boundary. This person clearly hasn't expressed themselves. I think this is more not dealing hurt, avoiding the conversation. And that's what I was feeling before. Even if you've tried to get back into alignment, there's such an important conversation that's been avoided here. There's a lot of lack of truth. Wedding rings. If it wasn't you guys married or speaking of marriage, there could have been a marriage involved as well. Mirror. I think that's more what you guys were speaking about. And I do feel for mirror to come out, it means whoever this person is, they do reflect on this stuff. But when I see mirror, it's one of those connections that you literally do reflect each other's trauma. A mirrored relationship can either be so beautiful and it can create a lot of self-discovery, and it can create one of the most powerful love bonds when dealt with right. But if you have a mirrored connection and you both aren't self-aware of your triggers and the way you reflect each other's wounds, or even if there's only one of you that's on a healing journey and the other one isn't, a mirrored connection doesn't work. It becomes more frictional and chaotic than a karmic connection. And I do feel this person reflects on the promises that were made, but I also think what I just said, I feel this is such a mirrored connection that unfortunately this time around, before all this happened, it would have felt so magnetic. It would have felt so, what's the word? Is it enthralling? Is that the word? Like it just would have felt like ecstasy. You really would have felt like you've just found the pea to your pod, right? But quite quickly, if you guys weren't healed, coming into alignment or healing, or at least self-aware, again, it would have been such a triggering connection. Let's just get one more. Euphoric. It would have felt euphoric. Is and engage. Okay, right, collective, don't make this fit. You guys were planning marriage. Like there was engagement, there was things, let it be, planning children, whatever it was. This isn't just a, oh, I dated you for, if this was like, I'm planning a future with you. Okay. And then with a lack of words for the exit, again, that would send anyone into a tailspin. This is the kind of energy where you've probably had moments of things. Was I love bombed? Was I just being used here? Like this poor collective, 9 of Swords, you've dissected every which detail possible to give yourself answers here. And back to this 9 of Swords and this Emperor, it's the lack of action, it's the lack of compassion, it's the lack of this person putting in the right energy that also sends you into a tailspin. And if you've got memories of this person being like this towards you, full of action, full of conquering energy, like, of course you would have moments of questioning, was I just an option here? 10 of Wands. Oh, I don't think we've got one nice card. Unstable situations, thinking, is this delayed or is this even coming in? Am I crazy? It's like deep down you know you need to iron out details here, but it hurts you to hold on to hope. But caution, things are under review, you're trying to revise, but I think you revising the situation actually creates more burdens for you. But back to what I said before, you didn't just lose this relationship, the right collective, everything started to fall apart for you. You literally were, and this is you now. So even right now, as you're watching this, you feel unfulfilled. That's the word. You're not feeling fulfilled in your environment. It's like life just feels a bit numb. Sorry. This This goes back to what we were just saying. They could have been a water sign here or a fire sign. But we've got, so underneath your 5 of coins, this breakup, change, turmoil, all of it. A King of Cups in reverse. Someone manipulative, a very emotionally overwhelmed state. Maybe this person was very moody. They would repress to a state of explosion. Could have presented really kind of undaunted, oblivious, kind of very kind of life of the party, lighthearted. That as soon as that button was pushed, whatever trigger point, it's like a different version would come out of this person. Maybe they started to withdraw and you weren't noticing it, but they were focusing on their own feelings, clearly. But you, in this state of mind right now, it's like you, especially with that not dealing, you know this person, or you think this person is unavailable emotionally. And let's be real, if this person promised you the world and then took it away without an explanation, I wouldn't say emotionally unavailable, I would say emotionally unaware. Truly someone that focuses on their own needs and wants, especially when they're triggered. It reminds me of someone when they get hurt, it's like they need to hurt someone times 10. It's a real lack of empathy and understanding for you, and that's their own issue. That's their self-unawareness. I say this to you guys all the time. When you're in the heat of a moment with someone, right, the last thing you want to do is try to solve or persuade someone to understand you, because when you're in conflict, you really do, it's human nature to prioritize how you're feeling and your hurts. And I just think this person, through everything, they still haven't found the empathy and the understanding to at least give you some form of communication to soothe your soul. And I don't even think they're doing it in a manipulative way. I just think this person feels like they need to protect themselves before thinking about your emotion. And again, that's not your fault. That's this person's armor. But I will tap into this person's true emotion here. But this collective that I am reading, you feel this person is this kind of energy. But you still love them. Yeah, so you know right now, I need to find a new path. I need to redirect the energy. And that's not the issue here. I think this collective, you do focus on redirecting the energy, and you do have moments of feeling like you can breathe again, but quite quickly, because this hasn't been solved, that unfinished business. Every time this emotion comes back over you, it's such a heavy kind of, oh, this is like bedridden kind of energy, okay? You just lose motivation for all other aspects of your life. But you know, craving this and just staying put in this energy, and again, I'm just confirming your energy right now, you're like, you feel like you're limiting yourself. You feel kind of responsible for your heartache, and it's really sad. It's like you're angry that this person still has so much hold of your emotion, which means you might have found things or seen things that this person's presenting like they're having, you know, the time of their life, which then again makes you angry at yourself and makes you fall back into, were they just using me? How did they get past this so quickly? And I always say, especially masculine energy, you don't need to be in a male vessel to have masculine energy, but the masculine energy deals with heartbreak different to how feminine energy sits in emotion. Feminine energy, you guys have to face it head on at first, but as you guys are coming out of it, because you've dealt with it, as your release happens, a masculine energy that avoids tries to do anything they can to avoid what they're feeling. And this doesn't just happen with divines. This is human nature. It's energy. But once that feminine releases, even if it takes years, this person, that catches up. It's like a slingshot. You can't avoid emotion forever. So, and this is also why I say, side note, don't you open Pandora's box. Don't you be a little detective or pry or watch stories. Or I always say, when things are meant to come full circle, the universe will release it to you when it's not going to make your trauma worse. But if you guys are constantly trying to find information, even though subconsciously, you know, if you find things about this person move, it's like, you know, it's going to make you worse. It's like you guys still try to access energy. Don't do it. There's a reason that's coming to my mind for this collective. Oh, God. So right now, you're in the mode of, was this always just a lost cause? It's like you want to live, it's like you want to fight another day, you want to have compromise, you want to make amends, but quite quickly you go to, but look at how this person treated me. They've kept me in the dark for so long. Again, you're just angry at yourself for your emotion. You're angry at yourself for thinking, oh, there's future planning here. This person will come in. We will fix this. It's like you're literally hitting your point of, I can't keep holding on to hope. You really hope this person's going to come in with compromise and a clear discussion. It's funny because I was seeing Ten of Swords. It didn't come out. So I think that's one of the biggest details. The Hand of Cards and this High Priestess in reverse. You feel betrayed, but you don't know what the betrayal is. One more. But you might not see this. You might not see this right now. But they're trying to world this out for you. They're trying to get you to complete this out and remove it. And you can never put a timer on heartbreak, but they are trying to offer you a world energy here. So sense of belonging, accomplishment, completion. They're wanting you to find fulfillment and wholeness again. Was another thing I was hearing, this collective, you just feel so unfulfilled, and that's sad. When someone feels unfulfilled, it means nothing is really thriving in your life. It's like you're not finding fulfillment from your job, definitely not from love. Let it be friendships, family, let it be your home environment. It's like you just don't feel safe anywhere, okay? And especially if you haven't moved. There's a reason I'm saying this. I do feel this collective, you lost a lot. But if you haven't moved and you're still living in the space where you shared all these memories, that's hard. Okay, that's very hard. But let's get into it, okay? So I just want to get one more deck for you guys just to confirm, because I'm feeling this collective. You still have this love, but it's like you're angry at yourself. I just want to confirm one more deck, your feelings. Then we're really going to break down this person's perspective, what's going on here. And we'll see if there's any kind of ignition coming. We'll see what's on the way here. Or if you just have to really let this be and focus on yourself. This is going to be a clarity reading, and I do say these can go either way. So anyway, let's get into it. All right, how does this main collective feel towards this person right now? Or do we think we need to get at how you think they feel to give you some clarity? Secrets, and I think, even though there's action, I think the right collective, you think their secrets stops the action. Back to not getting your closure, okay? As you think of this person, and as soon as I started shuffling, I was thinking, do we do how you think this person's feeling, which I think I'm going to do. I think that gives better clarity to see. So a lot of the time you guys feel, am I picking up their energy? Is this my energy? So let's do that. But secrets, I feel you think secrets are stopping their action. You could also think that this person, because you are so overwhelmed, they're around you right now and they're about to take action, but then you question, are they actually going to be open, or is this just going to be a, what are you doing? I'm thinking about you. Let's catch up. Distance, don't make it fit. So there clearly has been a bit of emotional distance, physical distance. So maybe this has been the longest point since you've heard from this person, or it's been a lot longer than usual. Maybe this person is a bit more regular with contact. I'm hearing both for that, emotionally and physically distant. And maybe you think this is what blocks them as well, the time here, or the physical distance here. Wow. I think you question if they ever have empathy for what they've done and how they've abandoned you. We know right now, this collective, you feel abandoned. So that's clearly your emotion. But I do think that you have moments of thinking, do they understand the pain they've caused? how can someone love me so much and plan all this, then do this in the next breath? Back to that King of Cups in reverse. Awaken. You clearly awaken because of this love. That makes sense with the transcending obstacles and butterfly. Maybe that's why you've been holding on. You see this person as a divine. You've questioned if they've awakened. This collective, you've clearly had empathy here with that clock. You know there's things that have needed to be healed, but you're at that point of saying, how can I have more compassion for this person when they've literally destroyed my soul than I have compassion for myself? You still have moments of questioning, have they activated the way I have? So even though you're really broken right now, the right collective, you still have a place in your heart. But I'm going to be honest, I think, again, the right collective, sometimes you even question if this is divine or if it's just because there was a lack of closure. Like, don't make it fit. It goes back to, is this just the trauma in my heart space? Secrets, spying. Maybe you've had some weird things happen on your social media. Let it be fake profiles, or it's like you question, is it this person? Or if they've attached negative energy. I'm seeing that snake, that clever, malicious look over your shoulder, the other woman, the other man. You could think that this person thinks that you spy on them, especially because I deviated about Pandora's box. So again, even if this is how you think they feel, I always say it's a bit of projection. So the right collective, because everything I say is for a reason. You've had moments yourself trying to spy on this person or find out information, okay? Yes, you could think that's them doing this to you, but I think the right collective, with that deviation, you've done this yourself. But I do think you have some questions about certain people on your socials, or that maybe try and add you. You definitely feel this person kind of sits in the dark and watches in. Look at the hopes you have of them upgrading and seeing and healing. DNA upgrade. It's really sad because I'm going back to your tarot, and I'm going to have to get this person's tarot as now, like I did yours, what they're feeling right now. You can see how much pain this person has put in your soul, but yet look at the compassion and understanding and hopes you still have for this person. And I'm saying this because I love you guys. You have got more love for this person right now than you do have love for yourself. It's a little bit sad. And if you do really resonate with this divine journey, I always say that unconditional love starts from you. You guys really end up being a doormat because you put a label on it, and you just hope, is this the time they've changed? Change or not, look at what this collective's gone through. Change or not, this needs boundaries. This person needs to understand what they've done to you. It's not about, even if this person has awakened and gone through a DN upgrade, for this specific collective, what you've been put through, it doesn't even matter if this person turns up and declares everything in the world and takes accountability. You need to build trust back here. You need to build a foundation back here. This is why I say, collectives, you need discernment. Some readings I do, I'm like, this is beautiful, this is it, but this is... this is not something that would fix overnight from just one conversation. This takes you seeing action. It takes you seeing consistent, dedicated effort of transformation. It's not just this person coming in with words. And I think this collective, that's what you need to start focusing on. Return or not, I need to see change consistently. The karmic energy, the highs and lows, and I'm not saying external, this is our karmic energy, our armor, our fortress. It's like, you know, this creates more emotional distance, but again, you've got more empathy here. You know this person's broken, but look at how they've broken you. And that's what you need to understand, divine or not. And I know I say veils, it all needs to happen, but until you guys see yourself and your mirror, your reflection, fill your own cup up first, it's not going to work. Abandonment. The intent, gosh, is it intense right now? It's coming back for another cycle. And that's what I felt with that clock. This makes me feel, this isn't, you felt this before, you've ridden the wave. But again, the intensity of it is resurfacing. So there's things in your life that are activating your subconscious wounding. And I always say this is how the universe gives us lessons to reactivate through. Remember, cake, we bake, come out for rest period, preparing for our toppings. When we're in review period, this is when our trauma, our shadow, the things that we walk through time and time again, that's holding us back in life from 3-4 years old, right? This is what they activate. Okay, this is normally through an ascension, rebirth, whatever it is. This is what activates. It's coming back over. Your higher self is showing you, and I know you don't want to hear it, but I'm going to say it. Even after everything that's happened, because of your abandonment wounding, I want this person by my side. I want this person by my side. They made me feel validated. They made me feel seen. They promised me the world. They promised it to me before. They'll do it again. But this. Was it fake? Was this? Was it? It's like your mind is... Okay, they're trying to show you a lesson here. And if we take it to their perspective, how you think they feel, I think you do question and think, do they feel the pain that they have granted me here? This is a tough one. Makes you hot and cold. You don't know what way to go right now. Kundalini. But still love. And again, questioning if they feel this love. Okay, before we get into them, I want to get their tarot. I want to see how they're feeling in this very moment. And then we'll break it down. So right now, connecting energy, what are they going through right now? What are they going through right now? Oh. Whoa, world in reverse, star in reverse, 10 of Wands. So they're delayed in life. They feel stuck. They feel disappointed. Maybe this is someone that tries to take a lot of shortcuts in life, always set back. They're lacking inspiration and faith. They're feeling hopeless. They're full of negativity and despair. They're in 10 of Wands, brink of collapse. So just like you, they're not letting people in on their burdens. They're overloaded. They're overwhelmed. So it is affecting them. But they're very negative. It's very poor me, poor my. I'm hearing that self-pity. They feel stuck just like you. I just saw my 4 of Cups with this star energy. This person could be going through depression too. Hold on. Uncertainty, delayed, stalling, lack of focus, things are on hold. This is good. So there's something in the next month or by the next, we just had the new moon, so literally in a month, there's going to be a change. So they don't see this right now, but there's going to be a change of direction, which normally entails some form of tower for that to happen, divine intervention. It's going to make them set new intentions to create a new cycle, to teach them not to give up. I think this person has been germinating. Doesn't seem like it though. This is not very healed energy. Oh, they could be going through some family things, but these two together, 10 of Cups with this maybe is what's changing in the next month. They could really, this specific 10 of Cups picks divine love, feeling fulfilled, wanting stability, harmony, blissful relationship. I don't think this has hit them just yet, but I do think this right now, what I'm feeling from this, and I'm going to be honest, I think they reflect on this. I think it weighs them down so much, but I think it's a bit of the blame game here still. I'm going to be honest. Hold on. I want to get these cards. I think this person made the wrong decision, but they don't want to take accountability for... I'm hearing I chose wrong. Hold on. Friendships could have been involved. Okay. Friendships, I think they try, or they think they're focusing on positiveness, but no, I think this person is in distraction mode. They go over their indecision here and how much they hurt you. That goes back to the Hammer card. So I don't think this has just been a clean break. There clearly has been some indecisive behavior here. So it kind of reminds me of that dangling that string. It's like... this person's messed up, but they've got a very vivid imagination, and I think sometimes their imagination can get the best of them, and there's clearly guilt here for this person to be lacking clear communication. There's things they're either embarrassed about, shameful about, regret about, that they could have that quality that it's very hard for them to admit their weaknesses and faults in life, because maybe they're accustomed to when they admit their weaknesses and faults, it gets held against them, or they had a childhood that every time they were truthful and honest, they would get in trouble, or they weren't heard, they were made to feel stupid. I feel this person from a very young age, when it comes to truth, honesty, clear, transparency, it's like subconscious programming 3 or 4. When we start building our shadow from our parents, the schooling system, the people around us, right? They were taught in their mind, which created their armor. Truth equals trouble. Okay. Truth, I don't feel heard even when I do say the truth. Friendships, gratitude. So they chose this over the relationship. Don't make it fit. I'm here seeing that freedom card. Maybe this person, their friends didn't really have the highest opinion on this connection, or maybe this person felt like they were losing themselves, and this is probably why they're still in the blame game. If they felt that when they were with you, they tried everything they could to make it work, but they felt other aspects of their life were falling apart, or they felt caged. I did a collective the other day. I'm hearing it. Maybe this collective as well, this person's friends kind of put that ultimatum down. If you're with this person, we're not going to be here. Or if you go back to this person, we're not going to be here. Which is really sad. True friends shouldn't do that. And I know they're coming from a good place, but a true friend wouldn't really put that ultimatum on the table, just saying. But they chose friendships here over this relationship. Don't make it fit. But I don't think, I was just about to say, but I don't think they realize this yet. And denial came out. Because of this, they're feeling this. It's long suffering. Their life feels absolutely shit, but they still feel that, I'm not saying this to upset you. I still feel this person, even though they have moments of craving you, they fall straight back into, but I made the right decision. I wouldn't be happy here, but I'm happy now, but they're not. Do you know what I'm trying? So they're not seeing it clearly. They're still in denial, indecision, regret. But they don't want to take accountability. So they fall back into their lifestyle, even though their lifestyle makes them miserable. It's really sad, because I think this person's in the lens that, oh, well, I like my life. They hate their life. I don't want to say hate. That's a strong word. It's like they can't see what's really going on in their life. Maybe how long you've waited here too. It gets their imagination, especially with this indecision. Why would this person ever accept me, even if I did want to go back? I'll just stay in this environment. Time will heal all wounds. One more. This new moon energy timing, 10 of Cups, it is not in this person's energy just yet. I'm going to be honest. Maybe this last new moon, something started to trickle in, but maybe it's going to be like a month turnover. There's a reason I'm getting called to tap into this collective. So if this overwhelm just came over you from this last new moon, which was the 27th or the 28th, just saying. Grief. So they are sad. Holy moly. I'm going to say this in the nicest way. This person knows how to distract themselves from emotion. I feel this person goes out, does this, does that, and this collective, you just sit and you sit in your isolation and you're like, oh. So even though when this person's out and about, they don't think about it, it reminds me of that energy as soon as they're in bed or as soon as they're alone. It's like you don't leave their mind. Doom scroller. They want this forgiveness, but they know to get forgiveness, they need to be true. But they're in denial. They're in denial over it. So that's something they need to go through. And to get out of denial, I'm hearing myself say this, if this person made you out to be this, that, and the other, if for this person's friends to not like your energy, there's a reason for it, okay? And this is why I say when you're arguing with a partner, the last thing you want to do is go, nah, 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 to friends and family, because it's human nature to... And this is another thing. When you're upset, we brought it up a little bit before conflict. You have a truth. This person has a truth. When you're in emotions involved, you don't even realize you're manipulating it to your favor because it's your truth. It's how you feel. So I'm not saying this person went out and like lied about you, but the truths they were saying were the truths they were feeling. So clearly they were leaving parts out about your truth. So of course, when you're like that with friends and family, the people that care for you the most, they're going to validate how you're feeling, okay? And I just think this person, they made you out to be a little bit of someone that maybe you weren't, but there's always, where there's smoke, there's a little bit of fire. Like I said before, you both needed to heal. But if this person made you out to be quite toxic or volatile, I always say spirit makes sure to align people that have this tendency to truly toxic and volatile people, to hopefully get them to break free from the denial and the veil. How's this person? Okay. I think there's intimidation by you. I don't know if this person was very jealous about you and your glow or your leadership qualities. I think this is you when they think of you. You're charming, you're confident, you light up a room. Just started raining. There could have been a Queen of Wands involved, another person involved, but this is their energy now, and I do think there is a focus on you, especially with this, and I'm seeing that, especially your part that I said fire or water, that could be your pairing here. That you're strong, you're sexy, you're confident. It's like you're a complete bloody mess right now, this collective. I don't think they know this. They don't know the hurricane that's inside your soul right now. This kind of energy, you could have anyone in their eyes. The world. Oh, God. They know. Missed opportunity because of their insincerity, their hurtful ways. They're feeling out of control right now. Whatever is, let's take you away from it. Let's take you away from it. World in reverse with Knight of Swords in reverse. That ain't a good environment at all. It's out of control. There's a lot of hurtful things in their life right now. A lot of insincerity, a lot of things. Remember taking shortcuts, trying to rush the process with things, very impulsive, kind of getting a bit of a taste of their own medicine, just saying. But they could also be thinking about how they treated you here, okay? Which added to the missed opportunity. Oh, this makes me sad because we keep bringing you up in this. So with this feeling hopeless, right? Lack of faith, negativity, okay? Feeling the star in reverse. It's for the apology. needing to make amends, needing to come through and do it differently, embrace the change. They need to conquer their self-doubt. So it is you that activates their insecurities. They know they need to change it up, but then they're like, despair, this will never work. They've got no faith in this. So they think about it, right? Goes back to this part, the indecision, the how long you've had to wait, how patient you've been, how this, that. It's like, as soon as they think about coming through, it's just they get swallowed with negativity, and they're like, no, this isn't going to work. I'm going to get rejected. It's like this person subconsciously, not here, subconsciously, they feel they have the upper hand. But again, subconscious, we don't know. It's like this person feels, even though they're not, they're in more control of this situation by staying silent. Okay. Oh, God. This is good because it means they're self-aware. You got 2 of Wands upright. They got it in reverse with this 10 of Wands. They know they need to reassess their life. They know they need to start setting new goals. I think, not completely there. I think 50-50. I think they're starting to get out of self-pity and be like, I'm creating my environment. If I want things to change, I need to make the change. I need to take the steps to change. This collective, you're going through it a little bit yourself. Is it completely there? No. But 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, we're creating new day, breath of fresh air. It's getting there, okay? But they need to define their purpose. They need to make adjustments. They need to reassess their life. This one is exciting, this row, but again, I don't think it's set in stone, but oh my God, good. So 3 of Swords, 3 of Swords in reverse, reconciliation, feeling hopeful, forgiveness, optimism, recovery. So when this really sets in, it's starting to trickle, but it's not completely set in stone. They're going to start envisioning this 10 of Cups. Okay, so they will come forward. They're already thinking about it, which makes me think it's trickled in from the last new moon, but I think it's still a month's process ahead. Okay. So again, confirmation 3 to 4 weeks after this, underneath you, finally reevaluating their plans, a new perspective towards you. This is not bad. Okay. They are in grief, they are in sadness, but they're not seeing the silver lining just yet, okay? You both are very heavy right now, but I'm going to be honest, this person has ways to distract themselves, where this collective, I don't think you do. It's like, I feel this collective, you're kind of bound to this emotion, where this person, they do have moments of feeling like they can... and it's when they're out and about, and maybe this is why they still question, is it as deep as I think, or is it just because of this, that, because they do have moments of being able to clear their mind with this. So that's probably why they're sitting in, oh, time will heal all wounds, it's getting easier, but it's clearly not. They're just not seeing it properly. It's their denial. Okay, let's see how this person is really feeling towards you. Then we'll see their true intention, and then we'll see what your next month is looking like. All right, how are they feeling towards you? Both of you, first card, secrets. They know things need to be spoken here. Oh, the karmic, holy moly. No contact, so maybe it's been okay. So we've got the karmic energy, which you've gone, the chaos that it'll inflict if they come through with truth. They do believe, but again, it's that divine love. It comes in and out. This must be fated. I can't get past this, but I can get past this. We're written in the stars. This is my blueprint. But the no contact here scares them. This person clearly knows the only way to come forward is to reveal certain things. But right now in their mind, they think all it's going to create is another storm. It's going to create chaos. And when they think about you, just you, when they're in their alone time, they do feel like they're in a storm. So they are spying, but in a healing. Or maybe they're spying on you and they've seen that you've gone through healing and you're changing and transforming. They could sometimes, you think you spy on them, and I'm not going to lie, I kind of felt that. although maybe this person isn't as easily accessible as you, or they don't post as much as you, I feel that that's kind of a mutual thing. Watch the whole reading. Oh. You see, he was home. You could have beautiful eyes like that, or they could just love your eyes, but the window to their soul, but they're holding this back. One more. I think they sometimes feel controlled by their emotion with you. They lose control, which they don't like, but there could be things in their life that they need to break free from. So when they think about you and coming home, they know, I've got too many things in my life that make me keep secrets that I need to overcome, which makes them hot and cold. This person, they have such a fear of taking accountability for their skeletons, and it keeps them in long suffering. Angry, so their anger is their part of their shadow, and I feel it. They still blame a lot here. They could remember certain things of your emotion as well, but I think that's them. I think that's their abruptive nature. And I'm going to be honest, I think, because this is them right now and they're still transitioning. They're not completely there, and you can see it in this. I think sometimes, let's take karmic energy and shadow out of it. I think sometimes they reflect on this and think, if this was really my person, we wouldn't activate each other like this. But remember at the start I was expressing about the mirrored relationship. This person still doesn't understand that you were both broken souls. This person needs to snap out of that. Again, a little bit victim mentality. Ghosted. So this person, no contact and ghosted. So underneath, they're reflecting on this. So this is probably why. Remember I said subconsciously they feel they have the upper hand, but it's kind of, if I go in, are they just going to ghost me? It's like they know that they believe that they'll, and hopefully they do get a taste of their own medicine, this collective, because you need to learn to put up some boundaries. But they don't feel good about this, that's for sure. They feel stupid. They are upgrading, and that's what we felt with theirs. So this fate written in the start, it's upgrading. Okay, it's upgrading. Do they know this, that it's upgrading? No, but again, they come in and out. Is it? It will get there. They're going through lessons to solidify this in their energy. I'm going to say it. Spiritual people hate when I say this. Patience. Rejection. They're scared they're going to get confirmation. Yes, they go over your rejection, but then they think it's just destined that you're going to do to them what they did to you. So what's the point? They know they have not treated you right. Even though they blame you, they're not silly. It goes back to that energy. Yeah, I did this, but because you did that. It's like, it's right now anyway. And distance, another confirmation. All right, let's see their true intention. Memory. So don't make this fit. So there's a memory here from December 22nd, so Christmas time, February 6th, February 7th to March 19th. I'm seeing that chaos card with that glowing up, especially your glow, that Queen of Wands glow. I'm working on myself. Oh, I don't know about that. I'm working on myself every day. I hope to improve spiritually, emotionally, and become a better person. I do believe they want to. Do I think that they focus on their energy work every day? No. They do get gratitude though. I do think this person's improving, but I think they still see things very black and white and prioritize their own emotions. So they're not completely there, but it's a process. I'm slowly moving forward in my life and I hope to reunite with you one day. Do they know it's like your seed in the back of their mind? Okay, the right love, it does transform us emotionally. Aww. Soulmate, I feel you are my equal. You make me want to be a better person, not just for you, but also for myself, right? Love inspires us. You challenge me to change and grow. Cycle, so they're going over. And there is something here that you've tried, but going back to that hammer card, we keep replaying the same story over and over again. But they must be reflecting on a bit of their behavior. If they're going over cycles and they're like, I need to improve, maybe they are. When are we going to do better so we can be better? Maybe that's why they're so burdened. They know. They would know a few things. They would have to. So memory, whoa, naughty thoughts, divine timing. I think this is more maybe where that ghosted period came, or maybe no contact. I can't help but want you physically, sexually, and mentally. This clearly is a memory. It could be a good memory, maybe. You are all I think about when I'm alone and lost in my thought. The right collective, that'll align. The thought of you drives me insane, but divine timing. I want to take action towards you. I want to talk with you, be with you. Oh, it's weird. I feel this is them getting scared because of ghosting energy, but then if they're thinking of naughty thought, it could be a good memory too. It's odd. I'm stuck with that one. But again, the right collective, it'll align with you. I will come back to you in divine timing. Soulmate. Oh. Cancer and Scorpio here. So water could be important again. That's come out, but the energy of it, I was always so hot and cold with you, and I know indecision. I know that was confusing. Our connection was too much for me to handle, and that was the only way I knew how to deal with it. I'm sorry for accusing you of things that you didn't even do. I'm so used to people hurting me, so I assumed you were just trying to hurt me too. It's the cut and run. I should have treated you better. All right. So I want to get tarot, but if a 6 comes out, you know me, we're not meant to tap in. Anything else will do weeks, okay? If the 6 comes out, the universe is wanting you to ride the wave. But let's see. Anything else? Weeks. 4. And that was it, a month. A month from now, 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, so your next month ahead, all right? By the next new moon. That lines up perfectly. I ain't gonna lie, with what's gone on here, don't be expecting union. But anyway, let's just ride the wave. All right. Next 4 weeks, this person's action towards this beautiful collective and advice, please. Action, advice. Magician, devil, shadow. You're gonna have the test here. Hold on, let's get 15th of the 1st could be a birthday or a memory. 15th of January. Oh God. That's not bad. Okay, so we've got Magician, Devil, 10 of Cups, which is going to push them to come forward, that energy, but Moon. So, oh my God, you got them. You got them. Things are going to get illuminated though. Whatever, you got the Moon, then the Sun. So things that were in the dark, things that were keeping you. Wow. Okay. I have a feeling this is clearly when it's coming in, it's destined. I do think this person wants to be completely transparent with you, and I do think they want to be open and honest. They're approaching you with a 10 of Cups lens, so they're wanting to fix this, right? But unfortunately, I do think this person's shadow is going to take a hold a little bit. I think they're coming through in a state of obsession and fixation, which that means it's normally quite impulsive the way they come in. So if it's already trickling in them, right? So they're already thinking about you. They're already coming in and out. And if this is 4 weeks from now, they've they're becoming that kettle. So they have this pent up emotion, right? So the littlest thing, let it be them going out with friends, drinking too much. Let it be that they do. It's like, I just feel the approach is impulsive. So even though the intention here is 10 of Cups, I want to fix this, I want this person back in my life, I do think this person genuinely wants to come in and put the cards on the table. But I think this person's going to freak out a little bit, okay? Magician is beautiful, but he can also be a little bit of a trickster, especially paired with the Devil here. Saving grace, though, you've got Moon and Sun. So things, I'm seeing my Moon in reverse. I do think this is going to relieve anxiety and fear, and I do think things are going to be illuminated. Sun is a very positive card. It's about an energy rush. It's new beginnings, infinite possibilities. It's also a card of pregnancy as well. It's very, it makes us kind of feel that energy of infinite potential, a lot of self-belief. It's a beautiful energy. And I do think that Sun coming over that Moon, there are things that are going to be revealed to at least relieve anxiety and fear. Do I think this person is going to put all their cards on the table? No. And this is where you, collective, you cannot fall short to your own shadow. This is gonna, don't lead from lust. Don't lead from, with the emotion of overwhelm. It's reminding me of how your heart's going to be bouncing from here to bloody whoop whoop. You need to center, even if it takes days. There's been a lot of damage for this specific collective. Even if this person came in with a declaration, with this 10 of Cups here, there's so much more than one conversation that needs to be had. And I say this all the time. When people are going through complete destruction and think one interaction is going to create a 10 of Cups environment, that is delusional. Things take time to build. If it's divine or not, you need to rebuild, okay? This specific collective, your trust is completely broken. That takes time to build trust. It doesn't just happen overnight, and that's the outlook you need, okay? But let's confirm. Yeah, still a little bit. I just think this person's going to present a little bit selfish still, unintentionally, and that's the sad thing. Like I said, I think them approaching you is genuine, but I don't think they're in complete accountability of what they've done here. 5 of Swords. Okay. Underneath the Magician, that's not the best. It's also, let's take it back to the manifestation, the glowing thread. They're going to show you emotionally, no bigger sign than your emotion. This doesn't feel right, because the universe is wanting you to see yourself. This one, mind games, lack of deception. Sign. Don't fall short, okay? I just think it's not that this person is intentionally wanting to play mind games, but again, underneath the Magician, that ain't the best pairing, all right? So yes, I do believe they're coming from a good place, but their shadow's involved. And if this person just wants to win, they're not going to put everything on the table, because they're wanting to protect their emotion too, if they know it or not. So if they're wanting to protect their emotion, don't you think this collective, you should maybe protect yours too? Devil energy, I think this is a bit of both of you. I think the shadows are going to be up in full force. Oh, that's good. You got the death and ending with it. That's not bad. But then I want one more for that. Or no, maybe this will break out a cycle. You need to end this. You need to end. I always say this in readings. The right collective, you would have heard me say it. When we've got 2 broken people coming in with armor full force, don't take it personally. See through the armor. See through the shadow. See through the devil energy. Okay, maybe it's a test to also see the way this person's presenting, or you're reacting. You're working from your fortress, your armor, and this needs to end. This needs to be clear and transparent communication. No mask worn. When we project out a mask, hey, how are you? Or acting like, oh, and look at this collective's, you're wearing a mask, just like this person's wearing a mask trying to protect themselves. So treat this without the mask on so we can end the cycle, okay? This will help you grow. You have to talk about the pain and the hurt. There has to be a deep conversation. You can't just avoid what you're really feeling in hopes this person's going to stay and not run again. You're not learning. You're not seeing yourself. Ten of Cups. Create stillness. It needs more patience. It's not there. It needs to germinate. Like we said when we saw that, you can't just get a 10 of Cups overnight. Long-term investment. Think long-term. Okay, hard work needs to be put in. Saturn's gift. If you can just delay this a little bit, you will be highly rewarded. 7 of Pentacles. It's not there. It needs to germinate. It needs to grow. It needs to sprout. It needs to blossom. Prepare for harvest season. Yes, this 10 of Cups is a possibility, but the universe is saying if you try and rush this, you're going to be stuck on another cycle, okay? Do not rush. You're happy ever after. Why would you want to? All right? Moon. So things that you were depressed about, things that you weren't seeing, things that, the missed opportunity, there will be things spoken about it. To the extent it needs to be, I don't think so. I think half. Sun, this is why you need to take it slow to build the trust and comfortability back so there can be complete clear transparency. High Priest, beautiful. Divine Feminine, don't you put all your cards on the table straight away. Be a little bit mysterious, but until those things, remember you've got High Priestess in reverse right now. All the things that were kept in the dark, all the missing information, this is about to be illuminated. But again, approach this in your divine feminine energy. You shouldn't have to chase. You shouldn't have to do any of it. Just sit there in your stillness and trust your intuition, trust your inner knowing, and trust your emotion, okay? You are going to be going, remember I was talking about the lie detector, my walking lie detectors, your feelers are going to be like, beep, beep, beep. Listen to them, all right? Don't be bamboozled. Hidden truths with the sun, so hidden truths coming out, not all of them, but at least, but this person's going to put some of them because that's what they feel safe, but until they put them all, and same with this, don't rush. Biggest thing is you need to end this devil energy out of both of you, fighting and combating with each other's armor, right? This is going to present unintentionally still a little bit selfish on their end. Remember I said it's like this person's going to be like, I did this but because you did that, or I left because you made me feel this way. It's like half accountability, all right? And like I said, there's always two parties at fault, but what I can see this collective is going through compared to what they're going through, yeah, this has hit this collective a lot heavier. This person, yes, it's catching up to them, but they still feel sorry for themselves, okay, because of their own actions, all right? This is the person that left, but yet they feel sorry for themselves. So again, it's blaming you for why they left instead of really reflecting, well, you know what, I was holding back secrets and truths and it got too hot and heavy. I thought I was going to get hurt, so I thought I'd hurt this person instead, because let's be real, that's what it really knuckles down to. Like, let's take everything away. That's the basic fundamental of this collective. This person didn't want to be honest with things. They were scared you were going to hurt them, so they're mine, I'm going to hurt you first. It's just that plain and simple, and that's not right, okay? Healing or not, divine or not, you still were broken, okay? Remember that. But anyway. All right. Let's just get you these little pink ones quickly. So I'm going to post this on TikTok. I'm going to upload this on YouTube as well, but I'm going to have another YouTube collective up as well. I've been sitting on such a beautiful love energy for the past couple of days. I thought it would come out in Moon Angels, didn't. And then meditating, I got that 10 of Swords download. So it's clearly YouTube, because that's where my intuition was leading me yesterday, that message should be for YouTube. So anyway, I'm going to get that one out today. There is a really beautiful love energy lingering around, but we just can't pick it up. Not here, not bloody moon angels. It's in the background. Be careful of your codependency, abandonment. That's the only reason you'd excuse this, because you're scared to be alone, even after what's been done. Don't let chemistry and passion lead the way. Okay? Think longevity, not short-term bliss. You deserve love, and you deserve the right love. Remember that. So you deserve love. Free yourself. Free yourself. Just ride the wave for these next few weeks. Oh, that's way too many. 2 more. 1, 2. Engagement again. So you could be repeating a trust. That's beautiful. Just trust. Ride the wave. Boundaries. Boundaries. Sorry. All right, I love you guys. Let's get you some charmies. Don't harmonize and find happiness in your time alone. Remember that. Love doesn't complete us. We complete ourselves. It's time to harmonize you. Don't let this overwhelm you anymore. Try not to. Luck is on your side. Protection. Eye of Ra, Eye of Horus. You could really connect to Egyptian mythology. Maybe you've got a tattoo of the Eye of Ra or Eye of Horus, or you want to. Balance, healing, and confidence. Full moon, new moon energy. An opalite or opal. Maybe you need to get some opalite, or your birthstone could be opal, or this person. Or opals could really resonate with you. I'm seeing in my mind the opal caves, opal mines here in Australia. And it's funny, my dad's bathroom, his upstairs bathroom, I don't know why I'm telling you this, but when they were building it, he put all these little opals in the, like, you know where they do the grouting? There's like opals. I'm seeing his bathroom in my mind. So 13th to the 10th birthday, 13th to the 4th, 4th of the 10th, 10th of the 4th, 30th of the 4th, 30th of the 10th, 5th, I was about to say 15th to the 30th. Don't judge me. 30th of the 6th, 1st of... Oh, and 15th of the 1st is important because they were your 2 first tarot cards. 20th of the 5th, 555. 903 angel number. 19th of the 6th. All right, my loves. I love you guys, and... yeah, I'll see you over on YouTube.